The US just said that XRP will take the place of the dollar. The head of the biggest hedge fund in the US has confirmed that President Trump is buying millions of dollars worth of XRP for the US Treasury. He has also confirmed that over $654.390 trillion, 0 cents, can and will start being added to the XRP ledger in the next 72 hours, showing how big and powerful the XRP ledger revolutionary technology is. Don't forget that in 72 hours, the real token pre-sale will end, which means that a huge amount of XRP will be burned. Each time a trade takes place, the XRP ledger will burn XRP. This means that $650 trillion, 0 cents, will be added to the XRP ledger, which could lead to over $11,517, 0 cents per XRP. Once more, this could happen in the next 72 hours. It will be, in fact, in 72 hours. We were told the controlled changes are going to happen at that time, and the real token price will then end and go live. There will be a whole new level to this. I'll put a link to the real token below the description, but the price of XRP will also start to rise around $11,517. And it may seem impossible, but this is where we are now with the huge load that's about to happen and the huge purchase of XRP that's about to happen on top of this saw. With $650 trillion, 0 cents about to be added to the XRP system, $11,517, 0 cents per XRP doesn't seem that crazy. To give you an idea of how much XRP could go up, imagine if it went through the roof and reached 11,000 cents per real token. That would be $6,500,000, 0 cents per real token, since they are only worth 2 cents right now. 2 cents, do you really believe this? They cost 2 cents each. Imagining it, if it helps all the money that it should, it will go through the roof and reach $6 million. Forget about this. Let's say that only 20% of these 600 trillion went to the real token. If only 2% of the $1 million went into the real token, that's a lot of money. We're talking about $130,000, 0 cents per real coin. This is based on the leave bill. Think about how strong it must be for exorbitant too. But take a look at these numbers. Even now during its pre-selection, the real coin is going through the roof. It's going to end in about 72 hours. We're about to have the longest break in the next 72 hours. So guys, if you're watching this film, this is very, very bullish and probably something you've never seen before, but this is where the money is made, getting in before the pre-sale ends. You should always do your own study, and just to be clear, I'm not a financial advisor, but this thing has a 100% Bannex score. It has a total score of 8.7. Holders don't face much risk, and the KYC team is very, very clear. Indeed, this is a very optimistic group that has met with Ripple and made several announcements, shared facts and information, and done all of those things, which is very optimistic. But RealFi, the real company that backs the real token built on the acceptor ledger, is creating a whole community. The most important thing is that they help with both payments and real estate. In other words, they're all in on making it easier to pay for real estate. And it's clear that this is a very, very bold move. You can visit payrealfi.com to find out more about them. There will be a link to buy it below the description. To get to their pre-seller page, go to payrealfi.com and click on Real Token. Also, remember that we are giving away free XRP for no reason. Get the tokens instantly for free, as well as maintain a Facebook group. You can also get free XRP by making an account through the link in the description and making a trade. It only takes 5 minutes to do everything. We have worked together on this project before. You only need to use the link in the text to set up a poll and make a transaction. Let's watch the video now. We have a lot to talk about and we're just getting started. In other words, XRP USD is being taken off of platforms and all buy and sell orders have been pushed back to November 10, 2024. What's going on here? We're seeing the start of something big. The new system for the world that will take the place of the US dollar. This is actually the reason why it's happening. There should be no more need for the XRP to USD pair. Why? You don't need a pair because XRP is taking the place of the US dollar. XRP will be the pair by itself. That's why they don't want people who own XRP to get rich. And this is proven by this. Says that after short positions were closed, the matching long positions were not delivered. This caused a counterparty to incur not showing negative balances, refusing to sell XRPSD trades, and forcing us to reverse previous settlements. But they don't tell you this right now. All open XRPST positions as well as all live limit and stock market orders will be closed. In this case, both the funding and the margin reserves for these deals will be fully returned. Guys, it looks like they're taking back the XRP and giving you your money back. We don't want that though. Remember that we said XRP would be worth more than $11,000, 0 cents in the next 72 hours? That's why we want it. That means that huge pump might show up in the next 72 hours. This is the reason we say you shouldn't keep your XRP on platforms. This is a very, very important point. It should be taken off of platforms. That's where you want to put it. It is important to keep your XRP safe because these platforms are after it and the Federal Reserve is trying to get all of it. It has even been said that the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States of America, in a crazy move, is trying to stop people from buying XRP in stores after forming a relationship with Ripple Labs. As of now, this relationship covers more than one country and is for the FedNap payment system. It will let Ripple Labs work together with the Federal Reserve, help with all the funds that are sent across borders from outside the United States. So contract country transactions will be easier with the urban system, which is backed by and uses the XRP record directly. These transactions can happen from the USA to China, Mexico, Canada, or any country in Europe. This is how the money moves. To go over this one more time, let's say that 650 trillion XRP is worth $11,000 each. This is just one market that is going on the XRP ledger. Think about when you talk about the US debt and the US bills across borders. It's true that countries like the Republic of Palau, the Republic of Montenegro, and many others are building central banks. This is all happening very quickly, and the huge amount of money that will flow into XRP is likely to cause a supply shock that is much bigger than the $11,517.34 per XRP price prediction that people are talking about. Again, and this is a huge point, these institutions know what XRP is really worth and what its price will be when all the money is processed. Arthur Berto, the father of XRP and co-founder of Apple Labs, is said to have said that XRP is meant to be used for $10,000 0 cents and must be able to grow to support 7.5 billion people. Guys, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and BlackRock all know how much XRP is really worth. It's not even to sell XRP since they probably don't want to flip it. Instead, they need it to run their system. They want to make transfers cheaper, which means they want to cut costs. So they need to use RippleNet. RippleNet also needs XRP. You know what? If there isn't enough XRP to go down, they have to pay more to buy it. They want to get as much XRP as possible, which is what they're doing. We have been told that they have not yet begun. The building up is about to start up again, maybe in the next week or 4 weeks. However, we do know that JP Morgan has already started to take XRP as payment. Why would a bank do that? They would do this if they want to get as much XRP as possible for as little money as possible. They want to accept it as payment, which means they'll get XRP at the usual 1-to-1 rate, which is the cheapest rate possible in